I just wanted to get like your point of view on like what specifics I'm doing well in so far for the practicum, what aspects I need to improve.
Okay. It's a little odd because we both had a break, so it's hard to remember some stuff. But I mean, your stuff keeps getting better. I probably need to get you out more to stuff, but it's just I've been trying to figure out exactly what to do there. I have a feature that I can give you that get us going in that direction. Some
Okay.
you haven't really. A lot of the stuff has been kind of game stuff. We did the preview for the women before they went to. Right?
Yeah, when they went to Montclair.
That went really well. I thought you did a good job with that. Definitely, I would say looking at that, it's better than what it would have been at the beginning of the semester. I think, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Your comfort level seems to be going up. You're getting a little more creative with stuff. I didn't see the game story last night, so I don't know whether that is continuing or not. I would assume so. I'm trying to think. I mean, just work on new details and trying to stay away from anything game-wise that starts to sound like a press release at all.
Okay. So what do you need from me for you to be successful for the rest of the semester?
Let's see. It's hard for me to get you in the office, so we're gonna have to work on like a way to meet outside.
Right.
Just because today was the first day I was in the office all week, which is wonderful for me. But I've been running around like a madman.
Right.
So, and I'm gonna leave here and go over to Purdue to talk to somebody at the Shorebirds. So, it's just going to continue. It's the only way that I think that I can do what they want me to do now is to not be in the office very much. I was in there this morning so that I could catch up on some paperwork and turn in my mileage and get a donut that somebody brought me from this cool bakery in Virginia when they went down to the office down there yesterday. Yeah, if you ever go south, like way the hell south, like all the way down to Nancock for some reason, there's a bakery in there called the Corner Bakery. It's not actually really on a corner, it's more on a turn, so I guess it's kind of looks like a corner.
Than a corner.
Yeah, it's on the inside of a turn. So, but it looks really crappy from the outside, but it's really good.
Well, that's how you know when they're good.
Yeah,
if they look bad on the outside.
Exactly. They close at like 3 o'clock. They're open from like 7 to 3 or something. And
so they got it.
We have driven down there twice. Me and my family we've driven down there twice, and there's nothing down there. I mean, don't get me wrong. We walked around a little bit. One day there was a farmer's market. We walked around that, and we walked around town a little bit. But really, we essentially went for the donuts, and we've done it twice. Yeah. So that's the main reason I swung in. My mileage and that, but plus I had to check my phone messages. I had 12 phone messages, including this one. I could have done that from my cell phone, but I just didn't think about it. I'll have to get used to that. But yeah, if we can figure out a way to make that work. I know your schedule's kind of effed up because you've got the TV station thing and everything. So maybe we just kind of try to figure out a way to do that,
right.
Even if it's like here on campus, because I keep finding myself here to go over there. That's fine too. But I want to get you to get some more game coverage, but also want to get you into the feature stuff to try to mix it up and get you better clips and a variety that way. The preview thing was a little different, so now we'll kind of move on to something else.
Would you want me to look into, or at least maybe try starting, like taking pictures and video of games I attend?
If you want to try doing video, you can. I mean, really, honestly, everything we shoot is on the iPhone, or at least what I shoot is on the iPhone. And I just edited on iMovie. That's all I do.
Yeah, I think
It's not hard.
luckily I got it when I guess there was some sale where they were making all like the iLife stuff free, so I was able to get the free iMovie.
Yeah, it's not hard. I mean, if you want to try it, feel free.
Okay.
That is fine. You know, and I don't know if this will be a way to do that or not, but I can show you just a couple of little things. That's all you. I mean, Mitch has done a couple for us. He wants to try to learn too, and it's really just. It's about the only thing you got to remember is stuff. But you do video stuff anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you know a lot of the basics.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just don't want any real abrupt. Don't want any really abrupt cuts, and we don't use fades or anything like that because it's not. I mean, it's just an internet video, and they just look weird, and nobody notices a cut really if you cut with B-roll or if you cut with. You know what I mean? Or even if you do a straight cut with no B-roll, and you at least start out with the subject on this side, and then straight cut to somebody over here. You know, as long as he's not in the same spot, it really just goes to nobody even thinks about it. I know it's odd, but we had people when they started doing their videos, and they're trying to do lacrosse dissolves, and we're like. The hell was that? Why are you doing that? And I mean, like, the reporters. That's what I mean. Like, they were, because I thought it had to be pretty, and it's not. It's not about that. It's about something somebody's going to watch on their phone. I mean, you can look at mine. The last one I did was, what was the last one I did? I don't even remember now. Let's just put one up. Oh, I did one. There's one up that I did with the lacrosse feature I just did.
Oh.
So have a look at that.
Okay.
All I did was talk to the dude. I talked to the coach, and I took some. Did I even take some B-roll? Oh no, I had Justin take some B-roll at a game, but I could have just as easily taken some B-roll practice. That's all I did yesterday at SU. I took some B-roll of practice when the wind was trying to blow me down, and I could use that. I'll use some of it. But I also had them send me some because that's the beauty of working with Sports Information is that if they can send me some highlights. They'll be like, send me like 5 things of B-roll, and they'll just do it on Dropbox.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool. So the high school stuff is a little more pain in the ass. You kind of have to shoot your own, but it's not hard. So yeah, if you want to try it, go right ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, I just, like I said, the more you can do, the better. Branch out. Maybe try tweeting a little bit more from the games.
Yeah.
If you are doing some live stuff, and then that way we'll kind of send people to you and let them know you're there, and then they can follow along and then check back in later on the website for the results and that kind of thing.
Yeah, because during the game yesterday, I think it was between like the 4th or 5th innings, and I go out to grab my phone to check Twitter, and I realized, I probably should have been live tweeting this the whole time.
Justin was doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just didn't. I was like, I didn't remind him, and he's been gone, so I didn't even. That's my wife. I have to answer that.
All right.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. When is it? Do I have to look at my schedule, my calendar right now? What are the dates? th 18th, 19th. Hold on. Yeah, I don't remember where we were now. She confused me.
Oh, we were talking about the Twitter thing.
Oh, yeah,
Tweeting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I think we were done. So
Yeah. Okay. You sort of already touched on it, but have you seen like a steady like progress?
Yeah, I think so. And I think
okay.
if you look at the first thing you wrote, that's the best way to tell the progress.
Yeah.
I always tell people to do that at the midway point. Go look at the first thing you did and be like, ew.
Yeah.
And then do it again at the end, because it'll keep getting better, or at least it should. Or both of us aren't doing anything right. So it'll continue to improve.
have you seen any, like, anything I've done raise any concerns, or do you have any helpful tips or hints?
No, I mean, last night was kind of out of your control. There was the one night whenever you didn't do the SU basketball game till the next morning, which kind of threw me. But other than that, I mean, that's cool. At least you let Earl know fairly early last night when that happened, so that we could plan. You know, he frantically called me and was like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, standalone photo." So that's what we did. So that, I mean, it worked out. It's fine. People read online.
Because I was driving back from the game, and then my friend calls me, or my roommate calls me, and he's like, "Hey, so turns out I accidentally grabbed your laptop charger, so you got my laptop charger back in the room,
which won't work on your computer."
And I'm like, "All right, well, can you bring it back?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring it back later." I'm like, "All right, but the thing is, I've got a story due soon, so you need to, like, get this done."
Yeah.
But luckily, I was able to drive out there, and because he was just over in UP.
Yeah, I saw you got it done by like 9:30 or whatever. So it almost would have made it if it had been just any earlier.
Damn.
But it's like 9:15, the pages are gone, so it's not. I mean, it wasn't that close. So, but you got it done earlier than I think. I think Earl said you said it initially like 10, so he was probably happy that it came at 9:30. Just meant he didn't have to work late to try to get it up one more.
True. Is there anything I can do to make, like, working with the staff easier, aside from, like, the Earl thing?
No, I think you've done well.
Okay.
I think, I don't see any issues there. I know you haven't been in the office much, but really there's nothing for you to do in the office.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a waste of your time, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather have you get some use out of your stuff. I'm sorry about the, like, pain in the ass paperwork stuff that I haven't given you any in a while. You probably should do one today.
Alright.
I'll get better at figuring that out if I have another intern, but it's, I've got to talk to Jody about that and find out what she wants to do.
Right.
Because it sucks, because especially with me out, it's literally going to be like, people are doing those things. I guess you learn a little bit, but you're doing those as a paper trail, which is stupid, so you can't come back later and be like, "I didn't learn anything. I'm going to sue you because you didn't pay me." I mean, literally, that's what it is. We had to submit. I've got to get you to sign the letter too that I didn't have you sign because we didn't write it until after you already started.
Gotcha.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Or give it to you. But it's just like, I agree to do blah blah blah. But it's basically, we had to write up our plan. Here's the plan for the trainees. We're not even allowed to call them. You're a trainee. And here's the plan, and then we had to submit it to Gannett Legal. I mean, that's literally what we had to do, and then they had to go, "Yes, this is good. Very good job. You can do this." Okay, thank you.
It was on the first way through.
Well, I don't know if we had. We made some revisions at one point because I had to make some revisions to it, but I think I think we made all those before we gave it to legal. So yeah, I guess it did get through them on the first way through.
That's good.
It wasn't quick though. I don't know.
Well, do you have any questions for me?
Not really, unless you have specific things you'd like to work on or like to do the second part. I mean, I don't know.
I'm literally open for anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try some video. I'll have you do this feature. I'm not sure. I forgot to listen to the caveat on this is I forgot to listen to the timestamp. And the woman said that this kid leaves on the weekend. So he may have left last weekend. I hope that's not the case. But it's possible. But it still makes a good feature even if we do it after he gets back. This kid, I don't know how old he is either. She didn't leave that. But his name is Vincent Petrera. I've got it here. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
But he was at some tournament. They were at some tournament. He plays youth soccer. Probably on travel team. I don't know if it's Salisbury. I haven't talked to her yet. It might be with my son plays Salisbury Football Club, and there's a couple of others. There's one in Fruitland and some others. So obviously it's a travel team. And he was at some tournament in Colombia, and he was awarded a scholarship to train, to go over to England for a week and train with like Tottenham's youth program. Jesus. It was like he won this like thing. So it's cool as hell. I mean, it's really neat. I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming he's probably old enough to be able to talk about it a little bit. But she said all the other kids that are going are from across the bridge somewhere. They're not. He was the only one from the shore that's doing it. So I think it's interesting. Like I would just do it myself, but I was like, well, this is a good one for him to do as a feature, and it's good timing because I've got Shorebirds coming up next week, so they open the season, so we're gonna have to do like 2 stories a day on them until opening day. So it's like we'll have the 8 stories next week on them. I'll see. I'm gonna go talk to them when I go. Maybe there'll be something you can do. I'll let you know.
Okay.
As far as Shorebirds go, and that's another thing. I'd probably get you out to a couple of games out there. That'll give you something different to do, stuff like that. Because they start next Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So that's something you can do.
Yeah.
And we'll do some more high school stuff. You have classes tomorrow, right, during the day?
I have one at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, yes. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like everybody, you and both of my freelancers have classes like right in the middle of the day, and which would normally be fine, but since there's no school tomorrow, all the games there tomorrow are like these holiday tournaments and these special games, and they're like in the morning and afternoon.
What?
And so, there's baseball at like 1, and softball start like at 10 and 12, and I'm like, this is stupid. So it's all at a bad time for anybody to do anything. Might be able to get you to Parkside plays. See, we just hit that. That's the other problem. How'd Decatur look? Good?
They look really sloppy.
Really?
Yeah, up until that.
Was Parkside sloppy too?
They started off really strong, and then they kind of tanked. Brady Shreves was just leading them with his pitching, and then
wow, that seems weird to say. He's not even their best pitcher. There was probably, I think there's like 4 D1 kids on those 2 teams.
Oh wow.
There's a Decatur kid going to Maryland. There's a Parkside kid going to Maryland, and then there's a couple of others. I think Brady will probably go somewhere. He's been playing constantly. He played semi-pro because his dad manages a semi-pro team. I'd say semi-pro. Nobody gets paid or anything. So it doesn't hurt his college eligibility, but it's a bunch of guys like Brohan, the baseball coach here. He was still doing that like 2 years ago, playing for this team called the Purdue Chicks. Yeah, because I went out and did a feature. But yeah, because he was 40 when I did the feature, and didn't have nearly the stuff that he used to have. But when you're a former major league pitcher and you're pitching against guys, even if you can't throw hard, you still, a lot of it's attitude and confidence and where you put the ball. So he was still doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to figure something out.
Okay. Well, I think I'm done.
Yeah, and
that's
you
all
have
my
class
questions.
too, right?
Enough for
Yeah, you got
a couple hours.
Oh, okay. I thought you had 1 2 today.